Hello, everyone. My name is James Morgan, and I'm Vice President of Enterprise for EMEA at Juniper Networks. Joining me today are Simon Dries, who is the Director of Omnichannel Services and Innovation, and Sebastian Stelter, Project Manager and Service Support Team Lead at Outlet City Metzingen. OCM and Juniper have got a long-standing partnership focusing on offering visitors the best shopping experience across any touchpoint. To achieve greater digitalization of the shopping experience, it has deployed Juniper Wireless Networking powered by Mist AI. The Wi-Fi covers 40,000 square meters of retail floor space, as well as outdoor areas and parking garages. Gentlemen, welcome, and thank you for joining me today. Juniper and Outlet City Metzingen, or OCM as I've called it already, we've partnered together to achieve greater digitalization of your shopping experience. Can you just tell us how OCM's vision and the strategy you are taking to be able to innovate in digitalization?
Yes, sure, James, and thanks again for the invitation. But first of all, let me introduce Outlet City Metzingen, because I think that some of you don't know it already. So Outlet City is one of the biggest factory outlets in Europe. We have more than 500 brands in our channels. And the outlet itself is located in Metzingen. It's a small town about 30 kilometers south of Stuttgart. And you know Stuttgart, where Porsche and Mercedes are from.
Oh, yeah.
And in pre-pandemic 2019, we had about 4.5 million shoppers from around the globe. And what's special for us is that 1/3 of the revenues is done from customers outside Europe, especially from China, Russia, and the Arabic countries. And we got premium and especially luxury brands like Prada, Burberry, Moncler, Nike, Adidas, Tommy Hilfiger, and so on. But one thing that makes Outlet City really special is that we were the first location, the first fashion outlet with an online shop. We launched back in 2012, and due to this online shop, we gained really strong know-how in the field of digitalization, like online marketing, building a shop, building websites, create content, do websites, analytics, and so on. Yeah. And both channels, the retail business and also the e-commerce profit from this know-how, of course. So our mission is to provide the best shopping experience for our guests in all channels, retail and online. Mm-hmm. And to do this, we need digitally driven tools as part of this experience. And a few years ago in 2018, we initialized an omni-channel program to deliver this exact experience. For example, we came up with a loyalty concept, the Outlet City Club, where customers can collect points for their revenues, or a whole new Outlet City smartphone app, which helps the customers when he is in Metzingen to navigate, to find special offers, and so on. On top of this, we have a state-of-the-art footfall tracking, both indoor and outdoor, to get Google Analytics insights of our retail business. And of course, we have a powerful free Wi-Fi, especially for our non-European guests I mentioned before.
So obviously, 2020 brought a lot of changes to many industries, and particularly the retail and fashion industry. It's barely been out of the front page press in terms of the challenges there. How have you embraced technology to extend the reach of your selling and distribution channels?
Yes, James. As you can imagine, COVID-19 impacted heavily. So just let me give you an example. In Germany right now, we have strict regulations regarding retail shopping. There are limits on how many guests are allowed per square meter in the stores. And normally this would lead to heavy queuing in front of the stores. It would be really crowded in Metzingen, which we don't want, of course. And to avoid it and to make shopping more convenient on the one side and also more safe on the other side, is that our developers created the mobile check-in within a few weeks. And the mobile check-in is a web app where a guest scans a QR code in front of the store and then is queued up virtually. And the guest sees when it's time to go to the store and make use of the spare time, like, for example, have a coffee or visit another store. And the doormen of the brands have a special view in this web app where they can see the allowed limit of customers and the current utilization. And to make this mobile check-in happening, we need the footfall sensors, we need the Wi-Fi for the guests and the doorman, of course, and we need this digital know-how we gain through our online shop experience. And here you can see how different parts of the digital infrastructure enables new services on top of it. And sometimes the mobile check-in really made the difference for us between able to open up or to be in lockdown. It's absolutely business critical. And of course, our online shop also became much more important. So when there was a complete lockdown last year, of course, our retail business was closed too. But despite all other outlets, we were able to continue business through our online shop. And even before 2020, the online business was growing strongly, like 20 or 30% per year. But 2020 really topped it all, and the numbers have gone through the roof.
Yes, the success of our online shop is really amazing, but we also had and need to find ways to reach new customers as well as engage existing customers. So social commerce and event-based shopping has really taken off. So we're using Instagram, WhatsApp, live streaming events, which is very popular with customers in China. So let me throw in some numbers. So 2019, Taobao Live, that's an Alibaba streaming platform, made already over 2.85 billion US dollars in revenue with the Singles Day shopping event, with one event. So that's over 7.5% of Alibaba Group's overall revenue. That are really big numbers. So sounds great, right? But but what about the potential in Germany? I mean, China is really big. That's a whole different game. But what's the potential here in Germany? So beyond the influencer management and the already known and successful social media strategies. So our own sales and tourism team has proven that high numbers on live streaming viewers and views are also achievable here in Germany. For example, our China team managed to get over 112,000 viewers with a one-day live streaming event last year, and that's in Metzingen. And they were setting a record on the popular Chinese traveling theme platform Ma Feng Wo, and until today. So that's a great success, I think. And social outlet City Metzingen is a top destination for customers shoppers, not only in Europe but worldwide. So the enormous potential is there, and we are closely working together with international companies, platforms, influencers, brand partners to find and test successful concepts. It really is an important market for OCM. And really, Juniper technology helps us to reach our goals by providing a great Wi-Fi experience. And I think the technical infrastructure overall we've built is the base for everything we do.
Truly impressive. Again, when you think an outlet city and a destination, a physical geographic destination, but of course you've used technology just to smash all the boundaries geographically, and I think also demographically. So absolutely very, very impressive, and huge numbers and statistics. And of course, also reacting to the challenges of a pandemic and the platform that gives you the ability to ebb and flow with that. How do you see the sort of needs and the demands of the retail customers and of course the brands as well, because you have a number of stakeholders that you need to keep satisfied. How do you see that changing going forward?
Due to COVID-19, there's a tremendous acceleration of the digitalization, as you can see by the examples that Sebastian and I have given before. And there is no going back. So in future, both the digital and the traditional distribution channels will embrace and get stronger all together. And also, new technology will enable new features. One example I came across was a real-time track and analysis of in-store customers, where an AI does an analysis whether, for example, it's necessary to open a new register even before there is a queue of the already open registers. And also a big trend for the fashion industry is sustainability. It's not totally connected to digital business, but it's an absolute global mega trend, and it's far beyond fashion. And especially, fashion has not a perfect track record when it comes to sustainability. So there will be big changes, and there are already some good things going on. Like, for example, Outlet City is producing green energy with solar and water power, and this energy is used in our stores. We are providing our retailers with green energy. And also, we are providing charging points for electric cars for our customers, for our guests. And we use super eco-friendly LED lighting settings. But it's not just we as Outlet City, but also our brands find new ways when it comes to sustainability, like producing more eco-friendly products with organic cotton, which are fair traded and so on. You can see the whole industry is changing when it comes to this part.
Yeah, very impressive. And I think across a number of different verticals and industries, we see similar trends. And being someone who's just invested in an electronic vehicle, the charging points automatically it means that's a destination I head for. It makes a real difference. So I totally appreciate that as well at a personal level. And Juniper's, our true north, our mission statement is all about experience and experience first networking. And you talked about a couple of examples there where customers experience, where predictive analytics plays a role. But what's your view on this in a bit more detail, maybe, and how are you really driving that user experience for all your customers and the brands that you work with?
James, I think a great experience is based on many different factors. We aim to develop ourselves to a fully customer-centric thinking company. That means we want and we must build a great relationship with our customers and partners. And this can be achieved in many ways. But one thing is really essential. We must create a great experience at any touch point with our customers and partners. And we are working hard with our colleagues and teams to create a seamless and great user experience from many topics like seamless Wi-Fi coverage, high connection, stability and speed, state-of-the-art technology, app and website usability, premium quality design for digital products and our buildings, our prize-winning architecture, and an amazing brand portfolio, amazing restaurants and cafes, and very important, outstanding customer service online for our online shop and on location in Metzing. And last but not least, many people are shoppers. We need to have great prices and benefits for our customers. And I think the innovative technology we talked about is really helping us to give that experience, to create that experience and new possibilities for new technologies to create that great experience.
Some really great insight into the here and now and I think the decisions that you took a couple of years ago, maybe, that have led to being able to deliver that kind of experience. But what's next? What's next for the industry and what's next specifically for OCM?
Looking at OCM, of course, on the short term, we have to get our retail business back online. So right now, as I mentioned, we are running under strict limitations due to COVID-19. But in the near future, I'm sure things will get back to normal. A few days ago, I talked to some customers at Outlet City, and they were really happy to be outside, to do shopping again, for example. And I'm sure that our customers will come back. But another part is non-European customers, as I mentioned. But I'm sure that also tourism will come again, will rise up again as well. So everybody is tired of staying at home and not being able to travel. And when this will come back, I'm sure our guests will also come back. But let's talk about the future. In general, traditional retail shopping is under pressure by e-commerce, and because of our already existing online shop, we will benefit directly from this trend. But our retail business itself is also more than ready to pick up the challenge. In my opinion, retail shopping must be an event for the guest. In Metzing, almost every guest plans its visit. They come with family, with friends, and they plan their stay during holidays, and they go shopping, they go eating, they enjoy special events and just simply have a good day. And they are looking forward to go to Metzing, and we do everything possible to make their visit here as pleasant as possible. And new digital tools will support this trend. And what we will do is we will address our guests on a more personal level to guide them through their experience. And I think location-based services provided by the Juniper access points, for example, in combination with hyper-personalization tools in our app, for example, or in our club, will become crucial through all our channels, our website, our app, and so on. And pre-COVID, we were growing stronger than the overall fashion retail market in Germany, and I'm sure we will continue to do so. So what we want to be is the best host for a shopping experience, both online and retail. And I'm really certain that together with our brand partners in Metzing and the passionate, professional, and hardworking team we have in Metzing, we will achieve this goal.
Well, listen, I love when customers such as yourselves take our technology and completely, transform their business and really drive great innovation. Simon, Sebastian, thank you very much for your time and your insight. It's been a real pleasure.
Thank you very much, James.
Thank you, James. Yes.